my best friend's
dick.
husband's like leg like kind of near
On
his
dick.
privates, and I like went. I can't even
So
say it out loud.
So
I went to like brush it.
No.
I'm dying. I went to like brush it off.
Oh, no.
But it like kind of like I almost hit his dick. And my best friend and her husband just like looked at each other.
No.
And I just like wanted to literally melt into the floor in like a hole and die.
Teletubbies. Oh, this thing's on. Espresso podcast shot 335. I'm your girlfriend, Benny, who is obsessed with candles because it's officially spooky season. And he's a basic bitch. Upcoming stand-up comedy shows, Austin tonight. Cap City Comedy Club. I'll see you there. We're taking pics after the show, bro. I can't wait till after the show. It's my favorite part. It's weird, but I just like seeing everybody. So sick. San Diego, November 7th. Buffalo, November 14th. Get your tickies below or at benedictpolizzi.com. Just had a stroke. Does every single time he does a podcast. Watch me on F-Boy Island and Lovers and Liars on the CW app. And tell your homies to join the Patreon. $5 a month for every other Espresso pod in a live stream on a Sunday. Who's not? If you don't do it, you'll die. Just saying. Get all your merch, glonky hats. Who's buying this? Hoodies, Benedict shirts. Is he going to get new merch? He's been saying it for a long time. Is it ever going to happen? Maybe. Is it going to drop on Christmas? I think so. Keep a lookout, fam. Keep a lookout. BenedictMerch.com. Get all your stuff. F-Boy at checkout for 25% off. I don't know. Is it a thing? I don't know. You have to find out. But let's get into it. Espresso question of the week. What's your cringiest moment? I've told you mine. I never forget. I'll just be doing something like folding laundry and be like, ah! It's the cringy thing I did. Dude. Okay, salsa. Never forget that. Why? Dude. And it was after a full day. Like, I should have been warmed up at that point. Saw a girl in a store. I'll run it back. Saw a girl at the grocery store. She had a basket. It had tortilla chips in the basket. I was like, I've never seen anyone attractive in this grocery store. You know, the grocery store is just the spot. There's always somebody at the grocery store, and you're like, even if they're not your type or like that attractive, you're still kind of like, wow, for being in a grocery store, you kind of got it going on. And you're like, why are you alone? You know, it's just a weird thing. But she looked good, and I went up to her, and she looked at me, and I looked at her, and I just go, okay, salsa. That was the best I had? Okay, salt with this? Just, dude, can you imagine the security footage of me in the chips aisle doing this? Who is he? Or the time I was lifting with an older dude who was wearing jeans. I was at Gold's Gym, Venice Beach, lifting with an older guy. He was tan. He looked pretty good, but I was like, everybody's kind of hot here. Supersetting with him, saying God knows what to him the whole time. You know how you like help somebody? I was like spotting them. I was like slapping them and shit. Dude, when I spot somebody on bench, I saw this on an Under Armour commercial a long time ago, and every time they like got the weight off of the bar, they were like 3 smacks and a lift off. So every time I am benching with someone and spotting them, I slap them on the ribs like a golden retriever 3 times and get the weight off the bar. Slapping this guy silly when he's on the bench. Doing all just, I don't know. I don't know what I said. Who cares? We walk away. My friend's like, yo, that's RFK. And my first response, who's that? Hey, still don't know who that is. But yeah, those are my cringe moments. Did I have cringe moments every day? And I thought of one the other day and it almost made me throw up. Can't remember it right now, but I will. But let's get to yours. What's yours? What's your cringiest moment?
There was this one time when I was in grade school and somebody asked if I like Smashing Pumpkins. They obviously meant the musical artist, and I didn't realize that. So I said, no, I never did it. And literally as the words were hitting my teeth on the way out, I realized the error in my ways. And that is the only moment I think about still to this day. And that was like second grade.
Dude, the amount of cringe in second grade is just beyond me. I can't even. What was I doing? I had an instance like that too. I was at like my first party, high school party. I was probably like 16. I don't know anything about anything. I don't know how anyone does at this point in their life. I still don't know anything about anything. Because how do you have so much information all the time, everyone? And these people, I mean, everybody's trying to drink. We were like 17. And I was kind of like, I was so oblivious to the fact that people drank underage. I was like, we can't drink. We're not 21. I was like telling them that. I was like, what are you talking about? You're about to drink. I was like, bro, we're 17. And they're like, yeah, duh. But like, we're still going to drink. And I was like, oh, this is like a thing. That's when it hit me. And they kept talking about like what they're going to get. Who are they going to call and like to get it and all this stuff. And they're like, we're waiting for McCormick's. We're waiting for McCormick's. And they just kept saying it. And all of a sudden, I was just like, who's McCormick? Dude, the way they laughed at me for hours. Still bring it up. Remember he said, who's McCormick's? It's a brand of vodka, McCormick's. But I was just like, who's Andrew McCormick? I haven't heard of that kid since like 5th grade. He's coming here? Is he like the liquor guy? Yo. Smashing Pumpkins. How good does that feel? You ever done that? You ever kick a pumpkin? When a pumpkin, ooh, sad. But when a pumpkin gets like kind of soft and October's over. He's talking about holidays again. That's like all he talks about. It's spooky season, Ashley. Shut up! I love how mean I am to Ashley, bro. She deserves it. Whatever. You're basic. Let's keep going.
So I have two. One would be I was serving a funeral, and when the priest was doing incense on the casket around, I blacked out and passed out. So I needed people to help me into the back while the funeral was still going on. And then another one was I was falling asleep on an airplane, fell asleep, had a wild dream, and ended up dying in my dream. So I woke up kind of like screaming or like making a sound like, ah, and everyone on the plane just turned around and stared at me. But those are my two ones: passing out at a funeral and then screaming on an airplane, having fallen asleep and having a crazy dream.
I love you, bro. Man, just so relatable. How come I never knew? Like, church was always so, like, not even cringe moment of the week. It was so just, like, awkward for me. Was I not? I know I don't pay attention to a lot of shit, but I didn't know. Every time we did anything in church growing up, I went to a Catholic school, so everybody goes to a Catholic school growing up, I think. But we always did shit in the church. Like, we always did, like, oh, it's reconciliation. Oh, we're doing this. We're doing this activity in the church. We're going to the church for... And we were always doing something in the church, and I never knew where to go. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, how does everybody know to go up to the altar, genuflect, turn around, go down that aisle, to go back? I was like, how do you know where to go when we were doing all that stuff? Oh, for reconciliation, you have to go to the priest. You have to go through this door, go down there, talk to him, and then come out. I was like, I don't know the church front to back. I didn't build this church. I was like, where are you guys going? We go in there and we say what? Like, how do you guys know all this stuff? Because they listened. Because they listened to the directions. I don't think so. I don't think they did. Because why was everyone talking to me during that portion? All right, yeah, you fainted in church. I got real lightheaded one time in church, just like that. Dude, I've had so many church cringe moments. And they like saw me get lightheaded, and they're like, "Hey, you, come with us." And like 2 old lady nurses that we had like got me like I was getting carried off of a football field with a broken leg. Carried me to the office. Dude, there was like a line of 30 kids in there with white lips and green faces. How come everybody's just dropping like flies in church? Because you're just standing there. No one's eating a thing all day except for one Austin cracker before school. And it's the most boring thing you've ever done in your life. Is that why we all faint in church? Literally 30 kids in like the nurse part of the church, just like sipping water and like eating carrots. I was like, what? And I was one of them. I was like, ew. One time I dropped the communion. You ever do that in church? Straight up dropped it. No one's ever dropped it before. Of course, I'm the first guy to do it. In front of all like the class, you know, the class that's like the good class. I was never in the good class. 4th grade, we got 3 4th grade classes at my school. Not to brag or anything. No, just kidding. But like, there's always the one of the 3 classes that's like stacked, you know? They have the hot girls. They have like your friends that you should be in that class, but you know, they're like, let's put him in the other class. It's too many. I was like, that's a hot dropped communion in front of the hot class that was sitting there. Oh, you're going to hell. How am I supposed to know protocol for that? I picked it up off the ground and ate it and sat back in my seat. Listen, when he dropped the communion, my teacher after church, when you drop the communion, you give it back to the priest. He blesses your soul and gives you a new communion. And then you take that to the side of the cross, pay your respects, and go back to your seat. Okay. How would I know? Okay, so I'm just going to hell now. How come I'm, dude, and I was dropping everything that whole day. I should have seen it coming. Dropped a stapler earlier that day. It was so loud. I was like, damn, my bad. 1 hour later, fumbleina in the Eucharist. Probably hit it a couple times on the way down. Probably tried to kick it. I had a wild dream on the plane too. Bro was talking about dreams on planes, waking up screaming, everybody looking at him. I die on planes. I am not a functioning human being on planes. And if you try to talk to me, I'm so out. I'll look at you like the meanest bitch you've ever seen in your life. Regina George ass face. When girls really don't want you to talk to them. Or like when you see a situation where like a homeless person's talking to a girl and she's like giving them that look that's like, shut up. Like Ashley, like whatever Ashley looks like, my producer, fake producer, my producer. Did you just call me fake? Like however you picture her, that's the face I make to people who try to talk to me on planes. I fell asleep on the plane. It happened. Hey, it happened. Had a sex dream. It wasn't good though. It was just like, wow, what? Here? Huh? Right now? Like that's how out I am on a plane? Of all places. I wake up and I'm like, wow. The timing. Look to my left. Just a huge black dude sitting there. I'm like, that's so weird. What did I say? I just wanted to ask. Hey, I'm sorry. What did I say? Did I say anything? Was I like being creepy? Was I being a perv? Did I say something about chili? Because like something happened in my dream and like there was chili before and I was like, did I do everything, dude? Let's keep going.
Okay, so I live in Costa Rica. This is a third world country. And when I was about 15, I took a bus. The bus was pretty full of people. There were people sitting down and standing. I was standing. And then the bus driver just stopped really fast. And I almost fell down. But I managed to get a hold of a guy's arm. And I looked at him and I was like, wow, this is so hot. But the guy gave me a really weird look. And he went like, oh, get off my arm. And I felt really cringe about it. And I'll always remember, I think the guy was gay because this was like the perfect opportunity to actually hook up with me. And he missed it. But good story. Kind of embarrassing though.
Not bad. Girls can pull that kind of shit off. Guys though? You ever grab somebody or tap somebody that you think is like your dad or mom? Bro, that is so weird. Or talk to somebody you think is someone completely different. Hey, do you think, oh my God, you're not even the person I was trying to talk to. If a girl, yeah, you're right. He had to be gay. If a girl randomly grabbed my arm and was like semi-attractive, I'd be like, oh my God, hi. That's crazy. Yeah, oh my God, it's so weird. Actually, something cringe kind of like that. Well, not at all. Happened to me today. I walked into Starbucks, got this joint. Mobile. He's a mobile guy. Right when I walk into Starbucks, this lady, hey, do you want to try our new blonde or veranda or whatever rose? I was like, I'm good. And I kind of said it and I was like, damn, was I like rude? And then thankfully this DoorDash dude came in right after me and just shoved his phone in this girl's face. So it kind of like overshadowed what I did. But I was like, damn. So rude, so cringe. And then I talked to her for like 5 minutes on my way out because I felt so bad. Tried the coffee. I was like, this is really good. Such a bitch when I think people are mad at me. Let's keep going.
Okay, I feel like I've never even said this out loud before, but
can't wait.
I still think about it to this day, like so cringe. So I don't know, like 5-6 years ago, we were having a Halloween party / like housewarming party. We had just gotten a new house, my husband and I, and we were having all of our friends over. It was like around Halloween time. My best friend and her husband ring the doorbell. I open the door and we have a dog. And my dog like jumps up on my best friend's husband. Oh, God. And I guess my dog had just been outside, so maybe her paws were like a little dirty. Oh, God. And this is like my bad on my part, but like everyone loves my dog. Like it's not a big thing. Oh, and she heard me. Here she comes right now. And like I was like, okay, Mabel, like get down. And then I see that she left like a little, like it wasn't even really that noticeable, but like it was like a little like dirty paw print like on
the guy.
My best friend's husband's like leg, like kind of near his dick. Privates. And I like went I can't even say it out loud. I went to like brush it. No. I'm dying. I went to like brush it off. No. But it like kind of like I almost hit his dick. And my best friend and her husband just like looked at each other. No. And I just like wanted to literally melt into the floor in like a hole and die. It was so fucking cringe and horrendous. Like he was wearing, he was dressed up as a New York Yankee for Halloween. So he was wearing like, the gray, he was in costume, Yankee uniform. So you could see like a little bit of dirt. I can't. From where I'm like, hot. She jumped up. So I was just really innocently like trying to like brush it off. So like you know, like he didn't have dirt like near his crotch, but like kill me now. Okay. Horrendous. I honestly, you know what? Kind of feel a little bit better that I like got that off my chest, because literally have never said it out loud before. And every once in a while, like it'll just creep back in my head and I'll just fucking cringe so hard. And you know what? I feel like I just went to confession.
Just say, kill me now for real. Just trying to be all polite and help. Whoops. Hey, I touched your husband's dick. And you know what? He's dressed as a Yankees player. Dude, it couldn't have gotten any worse. Yeah, I touched my friend's husband's dick as he was dressed as Derek Jeter. Happy Halloween. It's so it's you know when you accidentally like touch somebody's boob, somebody's dick, you're like, dude, and you play it off like, oh, they didn't feel it. Most sensitive part of their body, and you're gonna pretend like, dude, I've brushed so many boobs, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna look at that person. They 100% were like, he just 100% touched my tit. He just felt me up in a Bath and Body Works. Trying to clean it? Somebody's ass. You just feel their whole ass. You're like, whoa. Sorry that we're in love now. Yeah, how come you kind of have to be in love with them after that? You're like, well, we've made it this far. We're at second base. Chili's later? What's up, Ma? Triple dipper? Because I already triple dipped your whole entire ass in my hand. So funny. How come it's always a dog. Dogs always make everything so cringe. Every time I'm anywhere, 4 dogs run up right to my ass. I'm like, okay, could this be any more embarrassing? First time you go to your girl's house. You're in high school. First time you go to a girl's house, their family dog runs pinpoint right to your cock. You're like, all right, well, you know what? What? Like, damn, you gotta like bend over and like I literally have to get in a catcher squat, so it's like eye level with my face. So I just take the bullet and the dog just licks my mouth. I'm like, well, better than my whole ass. Dog's just calling you out immediately. I'm like, I swear I took a shower for like 48 minutes before I came over here. Your dog comes right to my butt. Hey, oh my God, your house is so nice. Dog to my ass. 4 dogs, right, but all their noses in my ass. Cool. What a way to welcome somebody. And welcome to our house. You're here to see my daughter. We cleaned everything up. She's all ready to go put on makeup. You guys are 17, so it's really awkward. We have a whole date night planned, and yeah, our 4 golden terriers are now sniffing your ass. Right when you walk in the door. 4 dogs. Hey, 4 dogs to my butt. Hey, 4 dogs to my pee-pee. So funny.
Okay, I can't help myself because I just thought of another one. So you pick whatever one that you think is worse.
Oh no.
But
No.
I was working in an office.
She's
and
good.
We used this like instant messenger thing called like Link to communicate with each other, like about projects and stuff. I used to work in corporate America, and I worked with my best friend at the time, so we used to fucking chat on this instant messenger thing about all the other losers in our office. So like we would just talk shit on instant messenger about like other people.
Can't wait
but
for
like
this.
Obviously also use instant messenger to talk to other people like business wise. So like I had an assistant and she would like ask me like, hey, you know, what do you want me to do with whatever it is, right? So you could see where this is going. My assistant's name was Barbara, and they used to call her Barb. and she was really fucking annoying. So, obviously I was like in the midst of talking shit with my best friend on one instant messenger, and I accidentally sent Barb is so fucking annoying to Barb on her instant messenger. And she sat, I don't know, like 100 yards away from me. Maybe not even. No,
what happened? What happened? What happened?
In the same office. And yeah, that was pretty fucking cringe.
Did you see it? Can you delete it? Did you make a joke about it after? Barb is so fucking annoying. That's what that's what I just heard someone say. I've done it before too. One time two of my friends were just like at my friend's house. He had like an open house. This girl came over. I have no idea why. Just like on some friend, what's up? Oh, hey, stopping by. Cool. All right. Yeah, I'm just going to hang for a little bit, then like go back home. She was there for like, dude, she was so overbearing. And like the boys wanted to do, but like me and my friends wanted to do like guy shit, just like nothing really. We didn't have anything in mind, but like guys just don't want to. We just wanted to like play video games and like listen to music and stuff. Like nothing. We wanted to do guy stuff like that, but we felt like we couldn't because there was a girl there, and we were like catering, just like listening to her story. Just like we just didn't want this is supposed to be like a guy's night. Bro, and then she just kept saying that she was gonna leave. Kept saying she was gonna leave. Kept saying, and we're like, okay, yeah, and we're kind of looking at each other like, like we don't want to be rude, but like, goddamn. And I texted my friend. I was like, yo, when is Caitlin gonna leave? Sent it right to Caitlin. She looked at it in real time. I'm in the room. Oh my god. Me playing it off as a joke, right? Caught red-handed. What if? God, so dumb. Every time I'm talking shit about anyone, constantly checking my phone to see if I'm accidentally calling them. Never called them in my life, but I'm like, I'm probably calling them right now. I was always scared to talk on those work chats. Because I'm like, they can see this. They're monitoring my computer 24/7. When they hired me, they also hired someone else to just watch what I'm doing the whole day. Why do I think that every time I'm doing anything? Never even dreamt of taking part in like the group message at work. Great voice messages.
Okay, so I have two to share.
Love it.
The first one is one time me and my sisters were eating at a Chinese restaurant, and we were waiting to be seated, and this Asian man like starts to approach us, and I was like, hey, I'd like a table for 3, please. And he just looked at me, and I just looked at him, and I was like, what is he doing? And he just kept on walking, and then he left the restaurant because apparently he didn't work there. I felt so bad. But the other time was...
what do you do?
When I was in high school, it was like my senior year, and we were at this party, and I didn't know my little brother was there. He was a freshman at the time. I didn't know he was there, but me and my friend were like, oh, wow, it would be so cool, to like flash some people. So there was this group of guys, and they were like, yeah, flash us, and I didn't know that my brother was standing by the group of guys that was wanting us to flash on me and my friend. So we did, and my brother saw my boob. So yeah, that was really embarrassing, and I was like, oh no. And all of his friends were like, oh, we saw your sister's boobs. So yeah, I never lived that down.
Poor dude. What a way to welcome your little bro to high school. Hey, here's my tits. At a party. I can't. Being accidentally racist, like, hey, you don't mean to, but like sometimes it just happens. Sometimes just what do you want me to do? Dude, I swear I'm not racist. I'm just being like, I'm just calling it like I see it here, and I confused you for somebody that works here because you look the same. Not racist, just hungry. Whenever you see a family member's like naked, so like I can't even talk to you anymore. There's never a follow-up for me if I've ever seen one of my family members like kind of naked or like gone. It was always weird. Every time I was naked and like somebody walked in on me and my family, they would never immediately leave. I'd be like, go! They're just always like standing there for a second. I was like, yo, if I walk in on you, I'm gone. I'm deleting everything from my brain. I'm naked in the shower, like kind of like out of the shower. Someone walks in the bathroom. And they're kind of like still doing what they need to do. and then he tells, go, oh my God, go! And then they turn the light off on the way out. Jesus Christ. So now I'm naked. You saw my whole ass and I can't see anything. Every time.
I met a DJ and he like introduced himself to me and told me his name and I said nice set, and then I watched his set after I said that and I was very embarrassed and I told him, I'm sorry, I thought you were someone else. I don't know DJ names and I've been a bit embarrassed about it since it happened.
Why is that so relatable? Oh, I thought you were somebody else. Hey, didn't listen to a thing you did. Somebody tells you nice, good job tonight. Hey, good job tonight. At a comedy club. You did good tonight, man. Thanks. I didn't even go up. Man, that hurts. Hey, good recovery, though. I thought you were somebody else. Never mind. God, that hurts so bad. The amount of times I've done that. Good job, bro. Actually, I don't even do that. I'm not even in this profession anymore. So rude. People that like accept it, though. I'm like, thank you. Oh, my God.
Hey, Benny. Personally, I feel like my life is just one big cringe moment at a time. But one scenario that came to mind right away was when I was in my early 20s. I had to travel into the city for work like once a month. And there was one morning I was on the train and there was this guy sitting next to me. And the train was pulling into the station and he went to stand up. But I guess he dropped something because he bent over at the same time that I went to go stand up. And somehow I ended up slapping his ass.
I know.
He then turned around and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That was a total accident. And he responded by saying, it's okay. I didn't mind.
Hey, quick,
I guess
bro.
that made me cringe more.
Bro's kind of nice.
Doing something cringy, but still, definitely a cringe moment. Anyway, I'm going to go be mortified for the rest of the day because now I'm going to be thinking about it. But love you. Bye.
Love you more. I've never heard an I love you like that in my life. Not even from my parents. I have one kind of like that. Okay, man, cringe moment of the week. You know how dudes are, white guys especially, are just kind of gay. You know what I mean? We're just kind of gay, especially like in high school. Everybody's just, it's just like it's like a thing guys do because we don't know what to do. We're just gay. Like, you're kind of gay? All right, it's funny, Just do gay stuff. How many times can you say gay? We're in the football locker room. High school football team. High school football locker room, maybe the gayest place of all time. We all smack and grab each other's ass. Just because, I don't know. I kind of think every white high school football team does this. We're always doing stuff like that. My homie's next to me. I'm always smacking and grabbing his ass. It's the straightest thing I've ever said in my life. He's wearing compression shorts. I'm like, this is going to be a good one. I'm going to smack and cup and grab a handful. Somebody starts talking to me. I smack and cup and grab a handful while talking to somebody else because it's just routine at this point. I'm comfortable. He goes, yo, Ben. I was like, still talking to the other person. Yo, Ben. I look back at him. He has no compression shorts on. Just cupped the homie's ass. Hey, if you're not cupping your homie's butt, what are you doing? He's not your real friend. Hey, cup your homie's butts. Cup your homie's butts. If you're really friends, cup his butt. All right, cool. Oh, yeah. All right, he's in your wedding. But have you cupped his butt? Oh, he's your best man. That's what's up. Yeah, you guys have been friends forever for sure. But have you cupped his butt? The under cheek and the grab and the squeeze. Have you cupped him? Think about that. Next time you think of your best friend right now in your head. Think of your best friend. That's my boy. That's my dog. Even if you're a girl, that's my girl. That's my, hey girl. She's like my bestie for reals. Have you cupped it? If you haven't, maybe you should reconsider your best friend.
I wanna know your name.
Yeah.
Why you gotta be anonymous? I gotta know. Oh, this thing's on. Cringe moment of my entire existence.
I love
Great
this girl.
Prompt, by the way. So 22-year-old me, fresh out of college, decided to become an 8th grade teacher. Biggest mistake of my life. Neither here nor there. Day one, they don't know me. I don't know them. I do this Skittle icebreaker thing. I have this idea. I'm like, oh, this will be fun. They'll like love me because I'll give them Skittles.
Yep.
And I'll learn about them. So I'm walking around. And I'm like 2 hands out, and I'm dumping like a whole bunch of Skittles into their hands,
teacher
right?
move.
And then they're like separating them by color. And then the activity was like, for every yellow, name, something you did over the summer. For every green, tell me your favorite sports athlete.
I hated that.
For every I just said sports athlete. Can you tell I'm not into sports? For every orange, name your favorite movie. You get the idea, right? So I'm walking around. I'm like, 2 hands, please. Pouring the Skittles. Next student. 2 hands, please. Pouring the Skittles. Next student. 2 hands, please. And this next part will continue to haunt me for the rest of my existence. Kid puts out 1 hand, and I'm like, oh, sorry, 2 hands. Like, we don't want Skittles to fall everywhere, right? Trying to be nice. He continues to like look at me, and I'm like, 2 hands, please.
Oh no.
Continues to look at me. Finally, I think it was like the 3rd or 4th time I said, 2 hands, please. He takes his other hand out, which isn't a hand at all. It's a nub. He doesn't have another hand. He was born without another hand. Oh my God.
Just set that Skittle right on his wrist.
This will haunt me forever. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. The whole class is looking. I probably I can't imagine how embarrassed this kid was. And they all knew him because they're in the 8th grade and like they've been together now since 6th grade. And I looked like the asshole teacher who doesn't know this kid only has 1 hand. And I'm out here like, it's like silent in the class. I'm like, 2 hands, please. For the 8th fucking time. Kid has a nub. So, I want to basically jump off a bridge every time I think about that moment. And he definitely got like straight A pluses for the entire year because I couldn't live it down. I still want to.
God, so teachers really do that. I wanna know your name. Why you gotta be anonymous? Everybody went to school with somebody that didn't have a hand. Old Nubby McPatterson, 3rd grade. They kind of rocked it, though, not going to lie. They did. Girl with 3 fingers. I grew up kind of hot. Just the table washer for the week, 3 fingers. My big homie friend was like, "You have 3 fingers." Isn't it crazy that you can just say anything when you're that age? Man, how did the whole class in 8th grade not laugh? Why didn't homie say something to you like, "Hey, shorty, I know you're the new teach, but I'm a pirate. You're like being mean." Dude, people with nub fingers and stuff, they it's all good. It's all good, bro. I got one lazy eye. Like, it is what it is. But the teachers really pad the stats in the grade book. Always wondered that. Like, how did that science fair project, dude, bombs gross poster board, gets a B? I'm like, shut the do you know his home situation or something? That's a good icebreaker, though. I always hated that. The first day of school. What'd you do all summer? Just hung out. Hey, hung out with friends. If I have to hear that, why was it all the way through college? It was just hung out with friends was the number one answer. I'm like, 1, no, you didn't. You're a loser. Hung out with friends. Name a summer where you hung out with friends. Every summer of my life, didn't see one person. Right? Didn't do a damn thing with anybody. Oh, I didn't hang out with one person. That's why the first day of school was so awkward for me. I'm like, damn, I haven't seen you in 65 days, homie. Maybe 82. We had this one thing. Catholic school, weird thing we did. Catholic school weirdo. Teachers were just scraping the barrel. Especially religion teachers were scraping the barrel for ideas. Because of this one. Did you have to have a license to teach religion in school? I feel like religion's a totally different thing. Or do they just tack it on to you? They're like, oh, you went to college and studied history, so you'll be the social studies teacher, obviously. Can you do a little religion too? You got that in your bag? You familiar with the Bible? Matthew, Mark, Luke, and JJ? Jizzle? Matthew, Mark, Luke, and Jeezy? Could you spit some verses if we needed you to? I think, do they do that for religion teachers? Or do you have to be in the seminary or something? We had one religion teacher and I was like, I don't really know. I don't even think you're Catholic. I think you're just you're the science teacher, but also religion, which is actually kind of weird. Bro, she came up with this segment and we had to wash each other's feet in school. 12. We're going to wash each other's feet like they did in the Bible. And the day we had to take our shoes and socks off. There was one person sitting in a chair. You know, you bought your mom that foot massage thing with the warm water in it when from Bed Bath & Beyond when you were a kid. It was one of those plugged in the wall, warm water, a washcloth just dangling on the side of it, set up in the classroom. I was dreading this day for weeks because I kind of thought it was a joke. And my feet aren't. Yeah, my feet have always looked like a soft pretzel. Rotisserie chicken pretzels. That's what my feet look like. They've always looked like that. And I was like, I gotta take my feet are probably gonna smell my toenail. I'm like, I hope my partner is my best friend so I can just wash his feet and we can kind of laugh it off and I'll sit back down. But why was I dead last to do it? And why was I with the most awkward girl that I kind of had a crush on? Every time? And I like didn't watch anyone do it before me. So I was like, how do I wash your feet? So weird. Her just feet with the piggies out. We're 12 and I'm just taking a washcloth and like wiping the top of her feet, looking at her like, is this what she wants us to do? Like, I'll never forget that. In the thing we're not even in the church. We're just in the 6th grade classroom. Dead quiet. Okay, good job. What? That's got to be some type of like, that's weird. Is that not weird? You could never do that today, right? Everybody take off your shoes or socks.
So I have one of the like electric razor scooters that people rent and ride downtown or whatever. Well, I have one and I like to ride it around my neighborhood by myself like a creep all the time.
Not bad though.
And I thought it was funny, so I put like a little basket on the front, like, and it has a license plate that says "Born to Ride" on it. And I almost always wear my little Dare fanny pack that's neon, from looking like it's from the 90s. Anyway, I look like a weirdo because I'm 36 years old riding a scooter with a basket on it by myself.
Kind of a vibe.
So one day I'm riding through the neighborhood and I see this mom and her 2 little girls outside and they're dancing and laughing and having a good time and it's precious. But I don't want to talk to them. So, you know,
thank you.
The introvert that I am, I just scoot on by. I smile, whatever. I'm thinking, you know, they probably do think I'm weird, but I'm non-threatening. So I keep riding and then I have to turn around and go home. And I know I'm going to have to pass this family again. And like only a couple minutes have passed at this point. So I know it's going to be weird. And I'm definitely way overthinking the interaction that I know I'm going to have. But I'm like freaking out. Like, what do I say?
I
don't want to seem weirder because I'm going by again, but I have to. So the only thing that actually came out of my mouth was looking good. And, you know, in my head, I'm saying like, oh, your dance is looking good. Like,
no,
whatever. The mom did not at all take it that way.
Oh
and, like,
my God.
Looked terrified. And I play this over and over and over again in my head. And, you know, I still ride my scooter because, well, I just do. But I'm thinking, I've never seen these people outside since. And I wonder, did this mom tell her children, like, if they ever see the creepy lady riding on a scooter by herself to run inside? And, you know, fair.
Creepy scooter girl. You know, those kids have nightmares of you. Oh my God, creepy looking good. God, dude, it's just you can't win. You can't win when there's kids anywhere. It's just so, I don't even look at kids. Nope. Oh, your kid's right there? Not even, nope. I just don't even, just stop it. Shut up. And then there's the people that are like, have you seen my kid? And shows you a bunch of pictures of their kid. I'm like, I don't give a shit about your kid. People that want you to like their kids so much are so weird to me. Like moms and dads, really, that like make a point to come up and talk to you and show you pictures of their kids that they have on them handy in their wallets. Oh my God, yeah, and this is my son. His name's Andrew. Yeah, isn't he like such a cute? He's just the cutest little kid. I'm like, listen, I don't know how to tell you this. I don't give a shit about your kid. Ever. It is so forced upon. I'm like, why are you showing me him? Did you kill him? Like, are you making up for like abusing him or something? Why are you talking to me about your kid? I don't know. I might be weird with that, but I'm like, shut up about your kid. Like pulling up Instagram to show. I don't care. Why would I care? Am I rude? Did I ask? So weird. What did I do the other day? I said, dude, it is really wild when you got to say something out loud quick. You got to be quick on your feet, say something out loud, and the situation's awkward. Like I was doing that name the college game where I yell out an NFL player and people like downtown, wherever I am, will like yell the college they went to back to me. I posted it on Instagram. Just saying. Like, share, review, subscribe. Give me 19 stars. I was doing that downtown. I had a megaphone and I saw somebody I knew and she was like my sister's age, like kind of like grew up like knowing her. She's like, oh my God, hey. And I was like, yo, Brittany. And she's like, I look a little different now. And I had a megaphone and I was like, God, I have to say something like nice. And I just go, not really. Right to her face in front of her friends. I look a little different now. Not really. Like, God, can I just run it back? It was eating me alive the whole night. And I looked away because I was like, God, she's not gonna like that one. I could have said, I didn't really want to say like haven't aged a bit. You know, when you say haven't aged a bit to somebody, doesn't it sound a little sarcastic? I look a little different now than when she's referencing when I last saw her, when she was probably like, when she was 14 and I was 8. Not really. Weird. What can I say? I'm sorry. Almost DM'd her. Hey, made it even worse. Internet's so slow.
So my cringe, I was hooking up with this guy on and off for a year and a half, and we had an understanding: no sleepovers, 48-hour notice. He decided to go against both of those things this particular night at like 1:30 in the morning.
Crazy.
Which, cool, bet, whatever. So he stays the night at 6 a.m. I startle myself out of sleep, and when I wake up, he's laughing. And I was like, what's so funny? And he literally said, I was not expecting to hear that sound. I farted so loud that not only did it startle me out of my deep sleep, it woke this man up. This man was snoring. Like, we're talking about like how your dad snores on a recliner, like snoring, and it woke this man up out of his seat. I had just eaten brownies, homemade brownies, 15 minutes before he got there. When I eat chocolate, my farts sounds like a fucking diesel truck. Like they're horns. It was, yeah. I didn't talk to that man for 4.5 months. Yeah. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Hey, you gotta kill him. Sorry. Only way. Hey, you don't leave this house alive. Sorry, gotta kill you now. Why'd she murder him? She farted. He heard it. Got it. She killed him. I'd be like, you know what? If I was the judge, makes sense. God dang, dude. There's nothing worse than that. There's nothing. You ever forget that you're sleeping next to someone? Maybe it's some random, like, I don't know what. I guess I'll spend the night, and you spend the night next to somebody, and you act like you normally. That I think I'm too single. Because I'll wake up and scream and fart and I don't know, long division. Oh, I'm at somebody's house. Dude, I've woken myself up snoring in somebody else's bed. so many times. I was looking at them. I was like, was I just? And they're like, yeah. Can I kill you? Can I kill you? Please? When somebody tells you you fart in your sleep when you wake up, you're like, I'm already mad that I'm waking up, and now you're the first thing I hear. First thing, God, hey. One time I slept next to my dad, just lit it up all night. Going crazy on him. You ever just go crazy? You know, when you're a kid, you just go wild. You go rogue with the farts. When you're a kid, your farts are just like, what? Insanity. Every 4 seconds. I sleep next to my dad, just going bananas. He woke me up in the morning. These exact words, I'll never forget it. Cringe moment of the week. Hey, B, you were letting them vigorously last night. Letting them. Vigorously? You know how powerful your ass has to be called vigorous? And in my head, I was like, it kind of sounds like poisonous, but I remembered. I was like, oh, he's sleeping. He's not hearing this. Just blasting off on his leg. A cringe moment, too. One time I was a kid and like these neighbors would like babysit us. My mom was like friends with this other mom that was like across the neighborhood. They'd go out. This lady's dad would like babysit us. We'd be at their house just doing whatever. Yeah. Normal kid shit, watching TV. Okay. I fall asleep probably at like 7 p.m. My mom comes to get us at like 9 p.m. I'm dead asleep. And when I'm sleeping in public, like, and I'm that size, when I'm like, I don't know, like 7, 8, you're carrying me to the car. I'm not waking up going in the day. You're carrying me. Old lady's husband who was watching us all night picked me up. Everybody's in the like, hey, nice to see you. We're going. My mom, everybody's getting all babysat and stuff like that. We're all leaving, getting in the car. The guys carrying me to the car. Guy I don't know carrying me to the car. Me all over his ribs. God, man.
I'm sorry. And just to add, I thought I had my stomach under control because I'm self-aware of what my body does. And I didn't. Like, I gave myself the pep talk. I took like some Pepto-Bismol at like 4 a.m. just to make sure we were good. My body disrespected me.
Override system. I know exactly what you mean. I can't like, there's a point in the night where if we're supposed to hang out or something and it doesn't happen, like it doesn't happen by a certain time, I'm like, I can't do it. Like there's no, it's after like a certain point because that's sort of kind of why I don't ever hang out with anybody or go anywhere past a certain time. Cause I'm like, yo, at this time of the night, I'm eating everything in sight and I can't do anything after that. Oh my God. Like, and how do I tell them too? Oh my God, you don't want to hang out anymore? Yeah, I just ate 7 eggs and a whole pound of ground turkey. I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's not happening. You ever hang out? Dude, I got to be in like tip top shape to hang out with somebody. I want to be on my game. I don't know. Yeah, let's hang out. I'm full and I feel sleepy. I'm going to blast off on your couch. I can't, dude. I can't. No matter what it is and who it is, I can't. No, I'm done. I'm in for the night. I eat one thing that's a little, we don't know. In for the night.
I'm going to preface this. This may not seem something that's super cringy. And it may seem kind of minor, but it made me cringe. And I got super embarrassed. So that's what matters. And also,
oh God,
this has happened to like everybody at least once in their life. So if you say that you didn't get super embarrassed and cringed when something like this happened, you're lying. Anyways, so recently, or this past weekend, I went to go get my hair done. And I had gotten a Starbucks coffee to take with me because usually I'm there for a couple of hours. So I literally had taken like 3 sips of it. And I picked it up to take a 4th sip and it spilled everywhere. And I was so embarrassed. Everyone else in the salon was literally like staring at me. My hairdresser and the owner of the salon were super nice. My hairdresser immediately went to go get towels, and I was like helping, like,
there you go,
clean up the huge mess. And it was literally a venti, and I had only taken like 3 sips of it. So it went everywhere. And I got so embarrassed, and everybody else was staring at me and giving me the side eye, and everybody was completely quiet. And I was like, I literally wanted to like shrink away. I don't know why it's super embarrassing. I know it was an accident, but I started cringing at myself. And even the owner was like, oh, my brother-in-law is at Dunkin'. He can get you a coffee. And I was like, no, I'm okay. Because I was so embarrassed.
God, spilling. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty bad. But I'm always so eager to help somebody that completely messes everything up. I'm like, yo, I would so do that too. Like if somebody like dropped a tray of food at work when I worked at a restaurant, I'd be like, dude, thank God you dropped it, because I'm gonna drop mine in 4 seconds. I never did. Now that I think about it, I worked at a restaurant, never dropped a tray of food. How? I know I didn't like do it right. I know I wasn't carrying it right. It's because you're strong. No, but I'm like, I had no, like, there's like 80-pound girls that can deliver like a whole like 40, maybe like 45-pound tray of food to a table. It's just all technique. And I know I was doing it wrong. You got to open doors. Dude, being a server in a restaurant, hardest thing of all time. Yeah, but when you spill some, it is kind of like, hey, dumbass alert. Dumbass alert right here. Everybody's watching you clean it up. How come when I spill something in a public place, I feel like I need to like apply for a job there, get a job there, clean it up, apologize to everyone, give everyone $10, and then quit the job? Feel you, girly. Feel you. A couple more.
Okay, so my cringe moment is I used to live next to this really fancy town that had this amazing grocery store, metropolitan market. I mean, they have like the best produce. Charcuterie is off the charts. It's just so fancy. And so I would go there sometimes to shop because I'm a chef, not because I have the money. But one time I was like walking out of the store and I was like putting my change away, and there's this person and they're like super dirty looking and like just a hot mess. And I'm like, why is this guy in this town? Like, he's out of place. But there's so many homeless people in Washington. So I was like, for sure he's homeless and he's watching me put my change away. And so I couldn't say like I have no change. So before he even asked me for the money or asked if I have money, I just say, here you go, man. And he's like, what's this for? Like, this bro wasn't even homeless. And I snap judged him so hard, thinking he was about to ask me for money. And he wasn't even homeless. He was just probably doing some landscaping in his yard and had to run to the store real quick. I legit thought the guy was homeless. And when he was like, what's this for? I was like, I don't know. You just keep it. And then I left. It was so embarrassing.
The way I would have sprinted away full speed. Or you got to turn that into a joke, I think. It's kind of on him. I hate to give you the benefit of the doubt there, but it's kind of on. Dude, if you're looking that homeless and walking up to people, like, hey, you just are now. You're homeless now. Cringe moment of the week when I pretended to be homeless so I could get food stamps the first time I lived in LA. Looked a little rough. Kind of made me sick after the fact, but still looked like the whitest like suburb kid ever.
All right, so I like to drink when I watch movies, especially in movie theaters. And I didn't want to pay however much it was for a beer, probably like $12 at my movie theater.
78.
So I loaded up it was like a black Yeti, and I loaded it up with beer. And I biked there. First of all, I don't know why the hell I biked, but I did. I think that cool. Pressure is really what screwed me. But anyway, I walk into the theater.
Oh.
I scan my ticket or whatever. It's all good. As soon as I walk past the person, the pressure built up in the bottle and the lid came off and it just fell to the ground. And the 32 ounces of beer literally spilled all over the floor. And it was literally the worst thing that's, I think, ever happened to me at a movie theater, in most public places, actually. And the person just stared at the spill. I felt so fucking bad, but they just looked at the spill. And then I looked at the spill. I didn't even want to make eye contact. It sucked. And I said sorry like 5 times. And I tipped him after.
I'm sorry.
I think I would do it again. I need to drink when I watch movies. I might be an alcoholic.
Oh, good idea in theory. Bro, it's always spilling something. Yeah, spilling something in a public place, spilling something in a restaurant, spilling something at school. And everybody claps. Ugh. I always feel so bad for him, dude. I would have helped you in that situation. I would have drank the beer off the ground. I just feel when people do stupid shit, I'm just like, yo, I am one. I am you. I am so stupid too. I'm actually relieved. I'm like, oh, thank God. Let me help you, dude. And then I want to like talk to him while we're cleaning it up. Like, dude, I just did this last week. I don't know why. I could never be the guy to laugh at somebody that does something stupid. I'm like, that's my whole life right there. Guy snuck in beer. It blasted all over the ground. Welcome to the club, bro. You're now my best friend. I don't want to hang out with people that don't do shit like that. People that go down, dude, you know what's you know when you try to like steal like ramekins and like utensils and bowls from restaurants, you like put it in like, dude, one time, dude, I was on a killing spree at restaurants, and I would get a to-go box with like 4 fries in there and just take all the bowls and like little like ketchup like things that you put ketchup in. And I just had like because you know they have so many of those, and I was just taking them. To-go box breaks on the way out. No food falls on the ground. Just all their plates and dishes and stuff I stole right in front of like the owner, the host, right there in the front. Pick it up, run off. Never went back. Cringiest moments in your life. Thank you guys. Thank you so much, man. I look forward to this every single week. You guys putting your hearts and souls in those voice messages. You don't know how much it means. I love you guys, for real. Let's keep going. Dear Diary. Hey. Did it? Who's buying this? Cook some bacon. I guess it was so burnt Yes. How do you not know that's burnt? It didn't seem like it, honestly. I've never cooked bacon in my life. I've kind of never like had. I haven't had that much. I've obviously had bacon before, but I've never cooked it, and I haven't had it in like 7 years. That's a lie. Probably like 4, maybe 3 weeks. But I like it crispy. I don't think that it was that out of line. I don't know. I was just reading through every single, but dude, you burnt off. Dude, you straight cremated that bacon. If you haven't watched it, the Who's Buying This I just put out the other day. Baby's never cooked bacon before. Baby's kind of never cooked, and I do burn stuff. I like stuff burnt. Hot dogs, eggs. Like, I promise on everything, I've eaten bacon like that 75% of the time. That's just how bacon is. And it tasted good. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. But any less cooked than that, I would have been like, is this even done? He's insane. Let's do days and I'll shut up. Today, Thursday, National Smarties Day. Hey, Smarties. I feel like that's all I ate when I was a kid. Just the chalkiest whatever candy. Are they still around? Hey, on another episode of Who's Buying This? Smarties. I was always eating those growing up. How come that was the only thing that was given to us? My cheap ass teachers. That is one thing you can do though, bro. Kids will always respect you more if you give them candy. Didn't even like Smarties. Ate every single one of them. Loved my teacher from then on. It's the green one too. It's the green one. That green Smartie. Change your entire life. Pumpkin seed day. Underrated seed. I'm so glad I'm off seeds, dude. I was on sunflower seeds hard one time. I think it changed my voice. I was eating sunflower seeds so crazy one time. Like I think I had a cough for like 2 months just from sunflower seeds. When I was a kid, I thought you ate sunflower seeds. I thought you ate the shell. Man, am I an idiot? We would get sunflower seeds at lunch. Me, 12 years old. One of those lunch trays with like the portioned areas. One of them was just full of sunflower seeds. Saw a girl do it. So I was like, I'm doing it. That's a good idea. I kind of like sunflower seeds. My parents never bought them for me, so I'm going to have them. I was just eating them. Swallowing the shells. Swallowing the shells. My friend, can you do that? I think so. I do it. Do it. Made him do it. He did it. Probably went to the hospital. That's why my stomach's so strong. That's why I have GERD. So I was eating full sunflower seeds. Bro, the way they'd come up too. Just feel like I felt like I ate like 17 thumbtacks. Pumpkin seeds though. You ever like get a good batch of pumpkin seeds? They're always in the nicest bowl. They're kind of warm. I'm like, who made these? They're seasoned. The crack of a pumpkin seed. That thing is just, that thing thanging in there. Pumpkin seeds are so good. Fire roasted. Can't eat them at any other time of the year, though. You eating pumpkin seeds in February? Man, the things I do is some pumpkin seeds right now. It's pumpkin seed time right now. Friday. Boyfriend Day. National Boyfriend Day. Hey, how about that's not a thing. When in the history of the world has a boyfriend ever been like, it's my day today. Hey, let's do what I want today. That's a computer. If you have a boyfriend or you're in a relationship with anybody that's like, boyfriend day, let's do this and that and that. Hey, he's AI. There's a computer chip in the back of his neck. It's like basically your birthday. But every dude on his birthday, how about every dude on his birthday that has a girlfriend? It's just the girlfriend's birthday. Oh, it's my birthday and I have a girlfriend? I guess it's just your birthday then. It's the girl's birthday when it's your birthday in a relationship. She'll plan it. You're doing it. You can't say no. Hey, even if it's not your girlfriend. How about the girl that's like, what are we doing for your birthday? And you're like, why are you even asking me? This is you, girly. You gotta give it up to those people because they care about you. But man, it's happened to me a lot. Well, just some of the girl homies will just be like, we're going out to eat at 7. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, it's your birthday. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't know. I'm an idiot though. And I'll stay in my room for the rest of time. So it's probably a good thing. But man, if you got a girlfriend and it's your birthday, it's her birthday. She gets 2 birthdays. Bro, you might be flying somewhere on your birthday. We're going to Orlando, Florida for your birthday. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I mean, yo. Dudes on their birthday, that needs to be studied. Maybe the girls need to be studied too, though. Girls love their birthday. Guys, hey, man, just give me some good food, like low key on the way somewhere. Good enough for me. So different. Body language day. Honestly, the 75% of the time I'm awake during the day is just me trying not to look like a bitch. Me every day, me trying not to look like I'm in a bad mood. I wake up mad 24 hours. I wake mad. Everywhere I go, kind of mad. All I'm thinking in my head, God damn it. That's all every single day. Everywhere, every time I'm in public, don't be in the way. Put your shoulders back. Don't have a double chin. Get out of the way. Don't be annoying. That's the only thing I'm thinking about. I'm trying to fix my body language all day because my body language on default mode. My body language default mode. You know what can describe it in one word? A slouch. If I was unaware of my body language, mouth always open, shoulders drooped. Every day, just me trying to have good posture. People with good posture, how are you doing it? Did you go to the school Batman went to? Were you trained by Raja Ghul for 2 years to have good posture? I just don't get it. I've never really seen anyone with consistent good posture. Yeah, people have good posture like on date. Like I don't want over the top good posture. I just want like nice posture. But man, those people with bad posture, bro, that's something that I'll never get over. This girl had bad posture one time in high school. I was like, I don't really like her. She could have fixed her posture 100%, but I'll always know her as posture. I'm like, her shoulders I just don't like her shoulders. They're always all, ew, bro. Hey, come on. Let's get them back. That's posture brace. I've talked about this before. I bought a posture brace one time. Don't do it. It'll change your life. It'll change your life like hard. I bought a posture brace, got addicted to it. Started sleeping in it. I want good posture. That's when I was real corporate. I didn't want to be Mr. Sloucherson at my desk. So I whipped on the posture brace. Shoulders back. Shoulders back like, all right, bro, you think who do you think you are? Like, it looked like I was always trying to like get in a fight with somebody. Dude, my shoulders were back, like overcorrected. Got addicted to it, man. My shoulders were so back. I felt like I could fly. Day 3 with a posture brace on. Thought I was the president. Walking around at my corporate job. Yeah. CEO. I thought I was growing wings and gonna fly, dude. I looked like I was doing the limbo everywhere. Aha. 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 Had no idea people could see through my shirt and see the posture brace. Saw the back of myself in a mirror and I was like, it looks like I'm wearing a sports bra. I was just at work wearing a sports bra, acting like I was the CEO, the president of the company. Yeah, right. I had so much confidence for no reason. Posture brace. The only reason. Hey, got laid off the next week. I swear to God, though, I could fly in that thing. I wore it when I was asleep. You know the struggle? So uncomfortable. But I was like, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. You know, like people like, I thought of it as like one of those ab machines that like you put on your stomach and it like makes your muscles like twitch and stuff and gives you abs, I guess. I don't know. Is that a thing? Why isn't that a thing? It must not work, but I thought it was like that. I was like, yo, if I sleep in this posture brace, you know, when people are like, I sleep with Duolingo on. Duolingo. Because I almost said Dua Lipa right there. I sleep with like Rosetta Stone on and I learned Spanish in my sleep. I thought that was going to do something like that. So I put a posture brace on, went to sleep. Dude, woke up like a maniac. Woke up, looked like the Joker. Joker 2. You know when he's all like, all like deformed and skinny? Me every day when I wake up. Saturday. Play outside day. I don't know about you, but what is wrong with me that I never really wanted to play outside when I was a kid? Is that most of us? This is an introverted like podcast, I think. How are there extroverted people? Not sure. But I never wanted to go outside. I never really wanted to make friends with anybody outside. I was just like, you guys are kind of like losers. Thinks he's cooler than he is. But honestly, I'd see the people outside my neighborhood and I'd be like, ew, no, you guys are like annoying. I can tell from like seeing you in your yard a long ways away. I'm like, you're kind of annoying. Just because they like looked annoying. I was like, ew, too skinny. You're annoying. Never saw anybody I wanted to hang. I was like, I just want to be inside. I don't know. Inside was everything for me. People talk about how they're always outside growing up. I didn't want to be there. Yeah, I'll play basketball and like throw the football around in the backyard a little bit. But where I really want to be is just watching TV inside. I think that's why I'm always inside now. Want to play flag football, bro? Want to be on my flag football team? Dude, we should go golfing. Hey, you want to come out? It's her birthday. We're all getting together. Come out. Oh my God, don't be a stranger. I just want to be inside forever. And people asking me to do stuff makes me want to go less. Dude, is there something wrong with me? Is there something wrong with us? Because I am so down to not do anything. I got to change my attitude. I have to. Because maybe it's because I always was forced outside and forced to do things when I was a kid. Not just at my house, but like in sports. Always had to go here, go there. Got to practice every day. Never want to do this. Maybe now that I'm not doing that, I'm just like, yo, I just want to chill inside. God. Because while I was doing all this stuff outside, like doing all this crazy, I was always like, yo, think about the people that are chilling at their house right now. What are they doing? Just eating macaroni, watching TV? I want to do that. Inside was so cool to me. You guys have a basement? Remember the first time you went in an OG, like, finished basement? Dude, the first time I went to my uncle's house, lived in Cincinnati. Already cool. Already so cool. Yeah, we got to look at they just finished their basement. I was like, what does this even mean? Walk downstairs. What? Oh, you mean they live in a mansion? When you first walked in a finished basement as a kid, you're just like, you can do this? Carpet on the ground. Every basement I've been in to this point, the ground is negative 30 degrees. It's ice. Everything's dark. You can hear squeaks and steps from upstairs. I'm like, this thing, there's a clown in the corner of every room. It's haunted, cold, wet, stuff dripping from the ceiling. There's like a weird room with just a drain in it. You're like, oh, dude, I want to go in the basement. You see a finished basement as a kid? Oh, yeah. And over here is our movie theater. Big TV. Hey, sunk into the wall. They cut a box out to put the TV in. There's slots in the walls for DVD players. This is when I was like 5, but I'm like, what? There's a table in the corner to play cards. I'm like, I haven't even seen this in like the movies. Hey, the first time you saw a big L couch. What? Hey, am I in Ludacris's house right now? Oh, I'm in Ludacris's house right now. Walk out to the main room. There's a big pool table. There's part of the basement that's just like a sink with cabinets. I'm like, what? Down here you guys have a sink? And on the sink is just a huge glass jar of like candy. Pool table? Hey, pictures on the wall. Finished. I'm like, has anyone been down? Has people been down here yet? Oh yeah, and over here. That's our workout room. There's just a section of the basement with a door that has a Bowflex in it and free weights. We got video games, a pool table, a workout room, and probably an office with a cool computer. All the toys and games are in that closet. You have a bathroom and a sink down here. And you think, I want to go outside. I'm never leaving your house, Uncle Dan. You're going to have to drag me out of that basement. Dude, the first finished basement you were in. Oh my, there's a cool, like, what? How do you even do this? The video game being played? You're, whoa, man. There's pizza rolls for some reason. Oh, what? Never even. Is this a dream? I don't want to leave. Too good to be true. Too good to be true. You're getting a little like greedy. You're getting a little caught up. You're in the basement now. Starts crying. Of course I would. Of course I got to sabotage it. Starts crying. You're not allowed in the basement anymore. Ah! Basement will change everything for you. You go into a nice basement, man. The air conditioning down there, never been colder. Oh, we're watching it in the basement? Hey. Let me grab a hoodie. Get the blankets. Popcorn, snacks, candy? Where are we? And you think I want to go outside? Good luck. All right, that's it. Oh my God, man. I can feel the air conditioning in a finished basement right now. So cold. So unbearable. Just so you walk down, it's hot outside. You do something outside because the parents make you. Play basketball outside. Go outside. So hot. Come inside, go to the basement. This is where I want to be. This is where I should be. Right here. On a leather chair. Calling the shots. What should we do in a basement? Walking around with a pool stick like you're a soldier. Nah, 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 nah. Blue tip. Nah, 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 nah. Playing pool like you know how. But you know what you always end up doing when you're playing pool? You just put the sticks away. They got that rack on the wall. And then you just start playing pool with your hands. Dude, that's OG finished basement activity right there. Playing pool with your hands. Breaking the diamond. You don't even have stripes or solids. You're just hitting them in. You hit the white ball. I don't care about the white ball. This is how I play pool. Then 30 years later, you're actually asked to play pool with somebody and you're like, I only play with my hands. If we're not in a finished basement, I'm not playing pool. Sorry. A bar? Ew. I love you guys, man. Thank you for sending in the voice messages. Austin, Texas. See you tonight. Can't wait. Never been. Get your merch. Watch me on Lovers and Liars. Never said that before. Have I ever? Subscribe to the Patreon. Please tell a homie. Tell a fellow introvert. Tell a psycho. Tell a psycho. $5 a month. Every other podcast live stream at the end of the week.